In late August, we brought you a story about a salmon farm near Alert Bay, BC that's been occupied by First Nations activists. Well, now another farm near Swanson Island, affiliated with the same company, Marine Harvest Canada, was just swarmed with activists as well. And now it's not just the farms. Activists recently stormed the constituency office of the Saanich South MLA on Vancouver Island. That would be the NDP's Lena Pompum. I don't know what's gotten into these activists recently. Maybe they feel emboldened, what with having a Green Party-supported NDP government in charge of BC right now. But what I do know, however, is that Lena Pompum is the Minister for Agriculture, so it's up to her to oversee the salmon farming industry. So we've got a pretty interesting story developing here. On one hand, you have First Nations protesting the farms over what they see as legitimate Aboriginal rights and land title claims. And on the other, you have radical environmental activists like Alexandra Morton and the Sea Shepherd Society latching onto this protest for their own self-interests. But here is the great irony. Marine Harvest Canada has made every effort to sit down and discuss the issues with the First Nations who occupy both farms. The good news is the Namgis First Nation seem perfectly willing to engage with the company, as they just recently agreed with Marine Harvest Canada to allow a band member to act as an observer on the site, and they have ended their occupation and left the farm. The observer was invited to join a representative of Marine Harvest Canada to witness how the company harvests farm salmon, and how they have equipment that they are able to use to separate any small wild fish like herring and release them back into the wild. And you can see some of this footage now, how they use equipment to sort these salmon and the other fish that are in the nets. And they use it to ensure only farm salmon are harvested when the time comes. So this is an extremely positive development, and so were some of the comments of the Namgis First Nations chief, Don Svanvik, who told the North Island Gazette, quote, "Let's have the truth. Lay it on the table, and if it turns out fish farms aren't doing anything and something else is, let's find out what that is," unquote. Sounds good to me. I'm all about science backing up policies. So when done correctly, it's important to remember that open net salmon farming is safe to the environment and wild salmon stocks. And it also provides the world with affordable and fresh salmon year-round. And of course, we cannot discount the thousands and thousands of jobs the industry provides, many of whom are First Nations individuals. So while Premier Horgan himself is supportive of the industry, according to my sources at Marine Harvest Canada, I am unsure how honest other NDP MLAs are being about this, and if they will continue to stand up for this industry in the face of protests inside their very own offices. I'm concerned though, because if the comments of the North Island MLA and Transportation Minister, Claire Trevena, before the election are any indicator, then maybe there's reason for major concern. The North Island Gazette reported that she told supporters in late April, before the general election in May, that an NDP government would, quote, "make sure that these territories and the North Island are clear of fish farms," unquote. But wouldn't you know it, that North Island MLA Miss Trevena has also been meeting with Marine Harvest Canada numerous times over the years. And well, according to Marine Harvest Canada spokesperson Ian Roberts, well, that's not exactly what she said in private to him.
The conversations we've had with Claire Trevena about our business have been positive conversations about the economic benefits of the North Island and the advancement in technology.
Well, wouldn't you know it, an NDP destroyer talking out of both sides of her mouth. Didn't see that one coming. For the Rebel.media, I'm Christopher Wilson. It's an exciting time at the Rebel.media, despite what our competitors and those in the media party tried to tell us back in August that we were dead and finished. We've got an exciting new fall lineup coming your way with some brand new shows. And if you want to check out what those shows will be, head over to the rebel.media/shows. And if you like what you see, we're going to give you a discount before October 2nd. If you sign up for our premium membership, you'll do it for just $70 for the year. That's cheaper than Netflix. Go to the rebel.media/shows. Check it out.